Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm actually recording this afterward because I forgot. But as you can tell from the title of this, I'm doing a study video, which is actually more like a homework video. So I always take one day out of the weekend, whether it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It just kind of depends for that week. And I use that strictly for homework. And I get all of my homework done that's due the next week. That way I can, one, stay ahead and also not have to worry about it during the week because things come up, I have a job, like I just can't do it. So as you'll see, today I went to the library and then I finished all my homework when I got home. So it really works out, and I don't know, I just thought I'd bring you guys along, so enjoy. I also wanted to point out that all of the clips that I took in the library, I had to do a voiceover because I was in the library and I couldn't really narrate while I was in there, so that's why those have a voiceover, and then the ones from when I got home don't have a voiceover. Top of my to-do list when having one of these study sessions is to make a to-do list. I always make sure that I check my email when I make one of these to-do lists because it never fails. My professors always send me an extra assignment that I have to do. So now I'm going to find the TEKS for my first assignment. Here I'm just highlighting the ones that fit with the lesson plan that we're writing as a group. So the next thing I did was I just wrote down my TEKS and divided them by the categories, like history, geography, all of that, because we're doing a social studies lesson. And you don't actually have to do this, I just like it because it helps me put them in order and to color coordinate them for the next part of my lesson plan, which is to separate them out into table teaches. Okay, for this part I actually sped it up and cut it down because it was originally 10 minutes, but what I'm doing here is I've drawn out the classroom and assigned a category to each table, and I'm basically just brainstorming on how to plan this lesson. So I'm looking through the TEKS right here and trying to figure out which ones I actually want to use because we had a lot, and then I'm assigning each TEK to a table, if that makes sense, and then I'm deciding on sample activities that we can do at each table for the table teaches. And now for my favorite part, checking things off of my checklist. Got a project coming up for my integrated arts class over a famous artist, and my group chose Frida. So what I'm doing now is just finding some sources and articles that we can use later when we actually start planning for our project. So here I'm just working on a simple textbook question and answer thing. It probably took me maybe 5 minutes total. So the next thing that I did was actually very similar to the Frida assignment. I have a project soon about education around the world, and my country is South Korea, so I was just Googling articles about South Korean education so that when it comes time to do that, I will already have articles, and no, I did not use Wikipedia. And I had been there for a while, so I took a potty break. Here I'm just logging on to take a quiz for my reading class. This was actually the first test for this class, so I was a little nervous about it. Welcome back to my ASMR. Oh, this is either the most relieving or terrifying moment of a test, but I actually felt really good about this one, so I was excited to turn it in. It is so hot in my car. Sorry if I'm all sweaty. So I got to the library at 9:30 and it's now 12:30, so I got a lot of stuff done, but I still have a couple of things to do. So my online class, I couldn't actually do it because I forgot my headphones and I was in the library, so I couldn't just play it out loud. So I've got to go home and watch that, and then I have to write responses over it. And then I have to read a book. I have to read 1/3 of a book before like 2 weeks from now, but I just want to get it done this weekend, maybe tomorrow. I'll start it today, but I don't know if I'll finish. And then I have to make an illustration about that. So that's all that I have to do for homework. So I'm about to go to the farmer's market and just see what I can find, and then I will go home, and after my little break I'm gonna finish my homework. So I'll see you there. Okay, so that was a really fun break, and I said that I wasn't gonna buy anything, but this lady had made these authentic German recipes, and she made this double cherry oatmeal bar. I don't know, it just looked really good. So, and it was only $3, so I decided to go ahead and buy it, and then I'll probably share it with my grandma when I get home. So we had several delays with family coming over, and my grandma bought a new mattress and all of that. But we are finally back on track. So I have to watch the call for my online class and then answer questions about that. And then I have to read and illustrate, but this does not have to get done today. Okay, so let me give y'all like a really quick crash course rundown of the ESL class that I'm taking at this moment. It is an online class, and it is a video conference chat call thing. It's on Monday nights at 6, but since I work and I cannot do that, I have to watch the recorded version later. I'd signed up for it in person at 9 a.m. on Tuesday and Thursday, but it got switched, so this is the next best thing. So basically, during the class, they have questions that are posted throughout the PowerPoint, and I have to answer those questions. And then they give us 2 digging deeper questions where they give us sources, and we have to actually like research our answers and stuff, and then we have to answer our classmates. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so a little update. I finished my class. I finished the questions that come during the class, and now I'm doing my digging deeper questions after. I'm halfway done with the first one. It's going, so I'll be done eventually. So I finally finished the assignment, but a weird thing about it is that you can't actually turn in a Word document, even though you have to type it on Word. You have to go into the discussion forum and copy and paste it into that, which is what I'm doing right now. So that's why I'm like copying and pasting the entire thing. It's kind of weird. So all that I'm doing now is just the last bit for this assignment. I just have to comment on 2 of my classmates' discussion forums. Basically their answers. I just have to say, hey, I like how you did this, and I would have done this instead, and stuff like that. So this part's really, really easy. So I finished all of these just now, and this is done, this is done, this is done. So all I have left to do is read part 1 and do my illustration, but that's not due for 2 more weeks. So we'll see how much I can get done tonight. As you can see, I just took some time to read, and I actually had a lot of fun. This book's really cute, so I really like it so far. I finally finished. So our book that we had to read was Wonder, and not try to spoil or anything, but the boy has like a facial deformity, and so he's always looking down at people's shoes, and I felt like that was really important, so that's why I chose to illustrate that. Okay, you guys, that is it. Thank you for sticking with it if you have this far, and please be sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any other ideas or things that you want to see, let me know in the comments. Bye!